presentation.
Win or lose, we're going to walk out of this stadium tonight with our heads held high.
That is amazing. Wow, what a game.
Oh, my.
Unbelievable.
One more for the record books.
Nothing's gonna stop us.
At the buzzer, knocks it down.
Kick is up. Yes. He made it. Yes. Reverse layup is good with 5 seconds left.
Put 6 on my stat. First title in program history.
Being an in-state kid, everything that I wanted in the school was right at home.
Every coach has a toolbox, and every tool is from another coach.
Camaraderie, be able to hang out with each other and be together.
Takes it all the way for the touchdown.
Led by a future Badger.
I'm very excited for this kid because he is brilliant.
What an absolute javelin toss. He's going to throw a jump pass and complete it for the 2-point conversion to Hawk.
I mean, we can see a lot of offense.
Put the exclamation point on it.
At the buzzer. Wow. It's good. Oh, my goodness.
Do your best.
Thank you so much for all you guys do for high school sports.
Guys, I got goosebumps.
That's all anybody can ask for.
The biggest games, the most compelling stories, the area's best high school sports coverage. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Madison YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Tonight in the Big 8, it doesn't get any bigger than this. First place on the line, a rivalry with real edge, and 2 teams playing their best basketball of the season. The Verona Wildcats come in tied atop the conference, already owning a win over Madison Memorial back in December. But this isn't the same Memorial team that they saw then. Since that loss, the Spartans have ripped off 13 straight wins, leaning on balance, experience, and one of the most efficient offenses in the entire state. Verona, though, they counter with pace, pressure, and an offense that's exploded over the last month, averaging nearly 80 points per game and turning defense into instant offense. It's rebounding versus rhythm, pressure versus poise, momentum versus matchup. When it's Verona and Memorial, the margins are razor thin, and tonight the stakes couldn't be any higher. This is Tuesday Night Hoops on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania, and Zimbrick Honda has been a proud part of the Madison community since 1973. They're your one-stop shop for over 250 new Hondas to choose from. Whether you're looking for a sedan, SUV, or truck, their selection of new vehicles is second to none. Browse their car selection online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Shop local, shop Zimbrick Honda. I'm Hunter Vaughn. Alongside me is the Hall of Famer and the Dean of Area High School Sports, Dennis Semrau, as we are at Bell Phillips Memorial High School for a rivalry game between Memorial and Verona. First place on the line tonight, Dennis.
I'm watching the Verona JV coaches go ballistic on a call. It was a block. They called a foul. I'm sorry. Verona was down by 19, I think actually 24 at one point this game, and they cut it to 10 here. So you get a little nervous when it gets in that one-possession type game when we got a varsity game right after. But these guys are
a varsity game like the one we have here tonight.
These guys are leaving on the court. There's some really good players on the JV teams here.
Yep.
These guys can bring it. There's a couple of starters here for Madison Memorial. Look like they are the offensive, defensive tackles or linebackers. He's number 10 right here.
Mm-hmm.
He is a beast. I love it. Oh, and these guys, the JV knows the fans are starting to pour in here, get ready for the varsity game. So now that emotion's got to come up, and Verona just called a timeout, but hey, this is fun.
Yeah, with 3:02 to go in the JV game, Memorial leading 44-36 in this one. But Dennis, this varsity game here tonight, like I said in that open, Verona got the surprising win, I think, for a lot of people early in the year over Memorial. But since then, Memorial hasn't lost a game.
Yeah, I think it was a surprise because Verona replaced all 5 starters from last year. And on the other hand, Memorial had 4 guys back. And you're like, well, what happened there? Well, no matter if you lose 1, 2, 3 guys or none, I mean, it's chemistry changes every year.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you don't want your best game to be one of your first games. You want your best game to be your last game.
And
So,
preferably at the Kohl Center.
Exactly. So I think Memorial, like you said, right now they're cruising here. 13 wins in a row. Verona, we saw them. Their last loss, they won 4 in a row, 8 of their last 9. Last loss, we were at that one, 72-70 to Middleton. They lost in their home court. But all 3 teams at the top of the Big 8, 10-1. So this is a seeding game, a conference championship game, and this gets you ready for tournament. You want games like this during the season. So you're going to get punched in the mouth. You got to come back, rebound, and nothing better than when you got this kind of competition. On a Tuesday night hoops, and the students are starting to show up here for Memorial. I can't wait to see what they bring it, because they always bring their A game.
Yes, Memorial student section, one of the best student sections in the entire area. And you mentioned that seeding, Dennis. This feels like a game where whoever wins this game, if they go on to then win the Big 8, is going to be the team that gets the #1 seed in this sectional that these schools are in, along with Beloit Memorial. They're kind of that sneaky team outside of the Big 8 here, who's playing really good basketball, by the way. Beloit is.
Hereford had 44 the other night.
Yep. He had 36 and 10, too, last week. He's just an outstanding guard.
Badgers are watching him play. So that anytime you got a guy that can elevate everybody else around and count on for 30 to 40 points a game, and you've got no one to stop him, that's the dark horse right now. And to think they for the longest time they were a Big 8 team.
Yep.
And now they're over in the eastern part of the state.
Yeah, this will be a huge game, not only for the conference control of first place in the Big 8 conference, but as well as a game that we will look back on when it comes to seeding at the end of the season for the regionals and sectionals matchup, as this is Tuesday Night Hoops on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania. Also brought to you by Hooper Service. And at Hooper Service, customers' comfort comes first. Their home comfort priority plan keeps systems running their best, saving customers money with priority service and for heating, cooling, plumbing, or fire protection. Hooper is there 24/7. Turn to the experts, Carrier at Hooper. Dennis, we've got about 2 minutes left in this JV game. The Spartans are up to a 10-point lead, 46-36 in this one. But for this varsity game, you mentioned Verona. They replaced 71% of their scoring from last year. And there's a number of guys who we talked about last year as being great bench pieces, rotational guys for them, and they've stepped up in a huge way, especially, I think, the junior guard, Will Stremlow.
Yeah, Stremlow. We saw him a couple years ago at the 608 tournament, and he hadn't kind of grown into his body yet, but he was taking charges left and right.
Looked like he had just played a football game after that game.
I saw him afterwards. I said, go see a doctor. You look like you got in a street fight. And now he's a pretty good scorer. And then you got Owen Atai, 6'4" or 6'3" senior. And he had a chance to win that game against Middleton. He had a 3 from the left wing that just rimmed out at the buzzer in overtime. But he's a scorer, and it's like watching Boyd for the Badgers play. You blink and the guy's down court. He is so quick and aggressive and attacks the rim. And that's the one thing I think that Verona has done such a great job all year is they really pound the boards. And according to Coach Collins, if they can win the rebounding battle, they're going to win the game. If they don't, it's going to be a long night for the Spartans because Wildcats are just relentless.
Yeah, and it's a combination for Verona of they're relentless, but then they can get out and run on you so quickly that if they get that rebound, they've got somebody shooting down the floor to try and attack you right away, so you can't get your defense set up as easily. So it's going to be huge for this game is who wins those rebounding stats.
It's interesting. I had the Middleton Sun Prairie West girls game last Friday, and Richard Griffith coaching the Middleton team. He's going, we need to get in the transition. We were waiting for the other team to set up their defense. Why are you waiting?
Yeah, don't let them do
that. You got to get down there. Well, it's chaos because if they're running the zone or they're getting their defense back, people got to find their spot. Well, you got to take advantage when you get an edge, and Verona takes advantage every time.
They absolutely do. As, again, Verona coming into tonight 13-2, 10-1 in the Big 8. There is currently a 3-way tie between 3 of the Western teams of the Big 8 Conference, with Verona, Memorial, and Middleton all 10-1, and they've all beat each other. But we still have the rubber matches or these second matches of these games yet to go within this conference, so a ton to still be decided when it comes to the Big 8 conference standings. On the other side of this one, the Vel Phillips Memorial Spartans. They're led by Steve Collins in his 28th year. We'll get more into our coach's profile in a little bit, but this is a team that returns a ton of production from last year, and they have a bunch of guys who could just go off at any moment and any night.
Well, 5 senior starters and 2 seniors coming off the bench. That tells you something right there. And the Ligon brothers, Caleb and Ezra, they're going to be going to Bradley to play baseball next year. The question was whether they're going to come back and play basketball.
Yep.
Both 6'5" forward, swing guys, and all conference players, and that's where it starts. But then you got Anthony Miller, and we talked about his sister over at Edgewood. Boy, I know the girls' team over here, Coach Flowers, which is Anna was over here with her brother, but he is. We found out at the end of last year, he set the conference record for 3-point, or the school record for 3-point shooting. He's got percentage made and attempts. So he can fire it up from any place out here.
Which that's an impressive number. I made the joke last night on Zimbrick Honda's Prep Mania Weekly as we had Steve Collins on. I'm a big Marquette basketball fan, so whenever I see Steve, I try to get a story about either Vander Blue or Wes Matthews out of him. 2 of the best high school players that this state has ever seen. 2 guys that then went on to have great college careers and play in the NBA. Vander still playing professionally down in Mexico. So the fact that he was able to do that at a school and Anthony Miller for 3-point shooting with 2 guys like that says something about how good of a shooter Anthony Miller is.
Yeah, it does. You mentioned the Marquette stories. I got a few from you. Those are few that are older along the way.
Yeah, you could tell me stories about Al McGuire.
yeah, some of the great shooters that they had, I'll tell you. But you're right. For Miller, he's just, from day one, he came in as a freshman, and he was the 3-point shooter, but his game has evolved that you watch him play. It's not just that he's out there shooting threes now. He is a complete player.
Yeah, as Anthony Miller coming into tonight right now leads the team with 36 made threes on the year, good for 35%. Doesn't lead the team. He's of the starters, he is 4th in 3-point percentage, but he just takes so many of those threes and, again, leads the team in made threes. Also leads the team in free throw percentage. So he isn't just a 3-point sharpshooter. He's going to get to the line as well for this team.
That's right. What are you going to do? You foul him? You don't want to foul him and make it an and one, because there's your natural 3-pointer. Most of the time he's going to finish it. He's the 2nd leading scorer, and also averaging almost 3 assists, leads the team in that category as well.
So we've got 36 seconds left in the JV game as the Spartans of Vel Phillips Memorial lead 52-36 in this JV contest against the Verona Wildcats. And then it should tip off still at 7:15. The varsity game between Verona and Memorial. Again, Verona handing the Spartans their lone loss on the season. Vel Phillips Memorial 16-1 on the year, 10-1 on the season. And one of the interesting things, too, is, Dennis, you and I have talked a lot about the sectionals. A great thing that the team over at Go Bound and Travis Wilson has been doing this year is they have a power index, and you can break that down by each sectional. Right now they do have the Spartans of Vel Phillips Memorial as what would be the 1 seed coming in this sectional. That would be with Verona and Middleton, as well as Beloit Memorial too. So a ton on the line here for this game tonight between Memorial and Verona. Are you interested in getting individual or group lessons from some of the highest level of coaching for the baseball player in your life? GRB Academy offers individual and group lessons for players of all ages and skill levels. Visit grbacademy.com for more information. GRB Academy, baseball for the serious player. That will do it on the JV game. 52-38, the Spartans of Vel Phillips Memorial getting the victory in the JV contest here this evening.
They got it down to 8, and then a 8-0 run there to kind of ice the game. And we like that when the JV game can finish close to being on time.
Yeah, as fun as it is to get those tight JV games that kind of get stretched out a little bit, or the ones that go to overtime that can be fun, we like it when the varsity games start on time. That's always a nice thing for you and I, selfishly. And I'm sure
look at who got across the way.
Yeah, Yeah, we've got some copycats in the student section this evening. Across the way, some of the students, as it's a whiteout for Memorial. You're welcome. Just had a parent come over saying thank you for getting everybody's names on that one. Always feel good. Don't know whose name that was, but we've got some copycats here as well. Again, the student section for Memorial with a ESPN table, and they came dressed better than us, Dennis. They've got shirts and ties on. I'm rocking a polo.
I got my basketball yearbook jacket on here.
Yeah, do we have to step up our game now? Are they calling us out?
We were told the place is going to be warm in here tonight, so I got my little bottle of Claire Brune sparkling water here. I'm ready to go.
Last night on Zimbrick Honda's Prep Mania Weekly, we had Steve Collins on, the head coach of the Spartans, and he told us get hydrated right away. This gym, it's an old gym here at Memorial. It's a great place for a game, the old wooden bleachers here. But when this place gets filled up, it gets warm. So he said get hydrated, make sure that you aren't wearing a bunch of layers here tonight, as it is going to be a warm one here in the gym. And he was even saying that he said that to his players too, to have them ready to go when there's a lot of people in this gym. It can get really warm really fast. As we are 15 minutes away from the opening tip-off of the Memorial Spartans and the Verona Wildcats. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get to know both of these coaches here tonight, as well as have our keys to the game as we count down to the opening tip-off between the Verona Wildcats and the Vel Phillips Memorial Spartans on Tuesday Night Hoops on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania.
At Hooper Service, your comfort is important. From keeping you cozy warm to comfy cool with the ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System. Plus, join our Home Comfort Priority Plan and keep your air conditioner and furnace running at peak performance year after year. Enjoy priority service and extra savings that really add up. Hooper is here with 24-hour heating, cooling, plumbing, and fire protection service for your home and business. Turn to the experts, Carrier and Hooper.
Experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires? For a limited time at Zimbrick Honda, you can buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Looking to take your baseball game to the next level? GRB Academy provides year-round training programs designed around your schedule and your goals. For over 15 years, GRB has been Wisconsin's leader in player development and advancement, with a state-of-the-art 52,000 square foot facility of elite baseball training space and coaches who know how to get results. From youth to high school, baseball players trust GRB to help them reach their next level. Training program spots are filling quickly, so don't wait. Register now at grbacademy.com.
When you or a loved one are faced with an unexpected injury or illness, Stoughton Health's urgent care is there for you. Stoughton Health has 4 convenient urgent care locations for the care you need without the wait. We have urgent care locations in Stoughton, Oregon, McFarland, and Cottage Grove with extended hours to fit your schedule. Stoughton Health accepts over 160 insurances, including Dean Health Plan, Quartz, Humana, and more. Please visit stoughtonhealth.com for more information. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
I worried that I couldn't work a full-time job and still have time for college. But I'm so glad I didn't let that stop me. At Madison College, I found my stride. My classes are flexible and hands-on, and I walk on campus feeling inspired. My advice to others? Make your dreams a reality. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
Since 1956, Holman Lindsay Paints has been making paint in Wisconsin for Wisconsin. Because of their commitment to making great paint for Wisconsinites, Holman Lindsay has grown over the years to 26 locations in this great state. Headquarters in Sun Prairie with a state-of-the-art facility, Holman Lindsay has the paint you need to make your job better. From do-it-yourself to professional, Holman Lindsay has paint for everyone. Visit one of their local locations today in Madison, Sun Prairie, Middleton, and Janesville.
On the air, on demand, on social, on Wisconsin Sports. Serving Wisconsin sports fans. This is 100.5 ESPN.
Counting down to the opening tip-off, this Big 8 basketball game between the Verona Wildcats and the Bell Phillips Memorial Spartans. I'm Hunter Vaughn. Alongside me, the Hall of Famer and the Dean of Area High School Sports, Dennis Semrau. This is Tuesday Night Hoops on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania. It's now time for us to get to know our two coaches in this game a little bit better, as it's time for our Midwest Financial Group Coaches Profile. The lineup at Midwest Financial Group consists of coaches for your financial world, organizing the players on your personal team. Behind every great team is a great coach. Let the Midwest Financial Group be yours for your financial planning needs. Head to mfgteam.com to get started today. Advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network, a registered investment advisor. So, Dennis, let's start with the visitors and the head coach of the Verona Wildcats, Cottrell Robinson, in his fourth year at Verona.
Yeah, we go way back 2004. He was a La Follette graduate. He was a reserve on the 2002 state championship team. And his coach, Eric Nelson, is going into the Hall of Fame in September. So he also was a key player at Winona State, which won 2 Division II national titles. He works in the Verona School District in restorative practice and student engagement. He's assistant AD at the Badger Ridge Middle School. He was the head JV coach and an assistant at Winona Grove, and then at Sun Prairie, and then he ended up coaching his alma mater for 8 years. Led La Follette to a couple of conference titles, 4 regional titles, 6 sectional final appearances. He's got 160 wins and 98 losses, including a 55-21 record at Verona.
And then on the other side, in his 28th season at Memorial, the Hall of Famer, Steve Collins.
The man, the legend, the Hall of Famer, yes. He was inducted in September of 2022. He has state championships in 2005, 9, and 11, and 4 runner-up finishes. He won the triple overtime game in 2011. I was on the scores on the table. Actually, Tom Mulhern, the late Tom, was running, and I was running quotes for that one. That was the baby on deadline.
Yeah.
And Steve had that. It got topped, though, a game that you guys did a couple years ago with 4 overtimes. He had 12 consecutive conference championships, 16 consecutive winning seasons, and 9 state appearances between 2004 and 12. And he's a math teacher. You got to love it. Anytime during our interview, we talked about stats. So when you got a math teacher, he knows his stuff. And he's a Madison East grad. So cross town to coach, a Hall of Famer. Maybe not as a player, but he is as a coach. And he was a pretty good player over at East, too, by the way.
I was going to say, then, did you cover him as a player?
Nope, just before I got here.
Oh, okay. I was trying to do the math. I was like, okay, if he's been here for 28 years, I know you've covered the sport in this area for about 40, right. So I was like, it might be a little close. So, again, those are your coaches' profiles by Midwest Financial Group. And 2 great coaches. I mean, I regularly say it. I think between Steve Collins and then Cottrell Robinson, 2 of the best coaches, not just in the Madison area, but 2 of the best basketball coaches in the entire state. So not only are we going to get a game tonight where the players are outstanding and you're going to see some great plays, but I think this is going to be a chess match of a game between these 2 great coaches.
Yeah, you look at it, Steve's in the Hall of Fame, and Cottrell could be down the road. Let's see how long he sticks with it. It's tough. It's tough these days to be a coach. All it takes is one parent or school board member to wreck things for you.
Yeah, it's the job of a coach. I don't think you and I always talk about it quite enough, how difficult it is.
Well,
I mean, being a teacher alone is difficult enough, and being in the schools, that gets difficult enough as it is. But then you start being a coach and dealing with all of that comes with it. It is
You had
incredible.
Seasons. You coached football in the fall, maybe an assistant or a head coach. Then you had basketball. then it wasn't AAU stuff. You were coaching a spring sport. You're coaching track or baseball. And now every sport is year-round. And, you know, in the summertime, you got kids playing club sports in the spring and tournaments, and you're trying to get your team together and play tournaments. And it's a thankless job, and to have a family, it's become a young man's game. And even for the younger coaches, last summer they opened up unlimited contact. Be careful what you wish for, because now there's always somebody that's doing more down the road, and how much is too much.
Yeah, that's the thing to balance with those unlimited contact days. Yeah,
but
definitely.
The best thing is both these coaches are teachers. I always believe the best coaches are teachers first. And you look at Steve's website, what he's done for the game, to promote the game and promote kids over his Hall of Fame career has been outstanding.
Yeah, Steve Collins also Teach Hoops is his site. I'm okay with giving some free plug because his whole thing is then also taking everything that he has learned in his 28 years as a coach and trying to pass that along to other coaches as well to help them be better. Dennis, we've got to get into our keys to this game tonight as we are counting down to the opening tip-off here on Tuesday Night Hoops on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania between the Verona Wildcats and the Phillips Memorial Spartans. Dennis, for the visitors, the Wildcats of Verona, what are their 3 keys this evening to try and get a sweep of the Spartans?
Well, it's always keep the ball out of the paint as best they can. Pound the offensive and defensive boards, and we talked earlier about how aggressive they are on the boards, and handle the full court pressure. Memorial is going to be switching almost every time there's a timeout or break, they're going to switch defenses. They're going to do some pressing, some trap, they'll do some zone. There's nothing that's off the table for this Spartan team. And how quick the Verona players read and react to that defense is the key.
And then on the other side, for the Spartans of Val Phillips Memorial, what are their 3 keys tonight to get revenge on the Wildcats?
Quote, we have to win the rebounding battle. If we win the rebound battle, we win the game. That's number 1 for Coach Collins. Know where their shooters are and close out on them. And that's Atai and Semrau in particular. And also off the bench, Eli Andres, great shooter. And third, get back and transition. Don't allow easy baskets. They want to drive downhill and, like I said, attack the rim. They can't allow that. You want to push them outside and make them shoot the 3. If they're going to beat you from 3-point range, they can live with that.
Yeah, and the main culprit with that attacking on offense for Verona that you mentioned is going to be number 5, Will Semrau. That is his game. He wants to get after you, get downhill, and really attack the defense. So that's going to be the main culprit that the Spartans will have to try and stop here this evening. Those are your keys to the game here this evening on Tuesday Night Hoops on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania. Also brought to you by TPC Wisconsin at TPC Wisconsin in Madison. There's no off season for your game. Get ready for next golf season. Join today and pay no dues until April 1st. That's right, no dues until April 1st. Learn more at tpcwisconsin.com. That's tpcwisconsin.com. Dennis, we've got about 3.5 minutes here until the opening tip-off of this Big 8 rivalry game. Are there any final thoughts that you have on this one? Anything else that we haven't touched on that you're like, we've got to make sure we talk about this?
Well, we talk about the Ligons, the athleticism they bring, baseball players, just really good athletes. We didn't talk much about Jackson Connor for Verona. He's an all-conference wide receiver. He's being recruited for football and basketball at the next level. And also Maddox Blotto, it was an honorable mention tight end and a punter for the Verona. So we got a little bit of physicality, which is why I said there's such beasts on the board. And then you take a look at coming out here, Jackson Connor just walked in front of us here. He is built. He looks like could be playing linebacker or a tight end at the next level.
Yeah, and the thing is, Jackson Connor, they don't list the weight for these guys, but Jackson Connor, a 6'5 senior, he's every bit of that 6'5", and he is even with that size, he was a guy that was taking the top off of defenses. You and I did their football game against Middleton, and he had a couple of big plays in that game. Game that Verona ended up losing.
About 225, I'd say.
Yeah, he is a big body player and somebody that is going to be a big part of this game here this evening. as we're about 2 minutes until the opening tip-off here on Tuesday Night Hoops on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania. I'm Hunter Vaughn. Alongside me, the Dean of Area High School Sports, Dennis Semrau. Also brought to you by Stoughton Health, and they've been providing trusted care close to home. And they are proud to support the student-athletes from around the area. From rehab to ortho care, Stoughton Health provides comfort and convenience locally. Visit stoughtonhealth.com to learn more today. We're going to take another break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the opening tip-off of Verona and Vel Phillips Memorial here on Tuesday Night Hoops on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania.
The team at Midwest Financial Group are values-based financial specialists that offer full-service financial solutions. This local independent firm has been dedicated to helping people achieve their financial, tax, and insurance goals for over 30 years. Visit mfgteam.com to learn more about how they can help set up your future for financial success. Advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network, a registered investment advisor.
Zimbrick Honda has been a proud part of the Madison community since 1973, and they're your one-stop shop for over 250 new Hondas to choose from. Whether it's the sedan, SUV, or truck, their selection of new vehicles is second to none and has exactly what you're looking for. Stop in today at their location on Fish Hatchery Road and check out the all-new 2024 Honda Prologue, Honda's first all-electric SUV, or browse their selection online at ZimbrickHonda.com. That's ZimbrickHonda.com. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Pizza Hut's Big New Yorker Pizza is back. For just $10 for a limited time, get an extra large pizza with 6 huge slices so big you have to fold them. Loaded up with your favorite toppings, like the classic and crispy pepperoni. It's the perfect way to feed the crew with giant slices and one legendary vibe. Big size, big value, just $10. Head to one of their locations. Order now on the Pizza Hut app or online at pizzahut.com. Pizza Hut. Feed good times.
Hold your friends close and your rivals closer on Jim, Matt, and Molly.
With Jonathan Gannon, for him, he's got to want to kick ass here in Green Bay. He can't just be mediocre. He can't just be Jeff Hapley. Like, he has to be better than all of the guys that preceded him. Jeff Hapley looked good because he went after Joe Barry. Anybody could look good after Joe Barry.
Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Weekdays 4 to 6 on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
What's up, Madison? It's Stacy from Verona Realty. You know that honey-do list that's been sitting on your counter since what, 2020? Yeah, we can handle that. From leaky faucets to light fixtures, our handyman team at Verona Realty fixes it all. Fast, friendly, and done right the first time. We take care of it so you don't have to. Visit fixedbybruner.com. That's fixedbybruner.com. Because your to-do list deserves a happy ending.
Happy New Year and happy new engagement. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. You have heard me talk about corporate, fundraising, and even casino events, but we are also amazing wedding DJs. Never cheesy and always the perfect fit for the perfect couple. Please let us help you narrate your wedding day love story while playing an amazing soundtrack that will rock your dance floor. Create lifelong memories of your one special day. Do it right and do it with celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Giannis watch has begun. Will the Bucks move him? Stay up to date on Giannis's future in Milwaukee right here on Madison's home of the Bucks. 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Welcome back to Tuesday Night Hoops on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania. I'm Hunter Vaughn. Alongside me, the Dean of Area High School Sports, Dennis Semrau. We do have a change to the starting lineup here this evening. Owen Atai, the senior for Verona, is out tonight. In his stead will be number 10, Eli Andres. The senior 6'2" guard will be the one starting this evening for the Wildcats. The other starting five, number 3, Jackson Connor, number 5, Will Stremlow, number 11, Taryn Jackson, and number 22, Maddox Boado. On the other side for the Vel Phillips Memorial Spartans, it will be number 2, Caleb Ligon, his twin brother, number 4, Ezra Ligon, then number 5, Cole Slack, number 11, Andrew Braun, and number 22, Anthony Miller. The Spartans in their home white jerseys with green numbers and script Memorial across the chest. Verona in their road black jerseys with Verona and then their numbers in orange and area on the bottom. It will be Connor and Ezra Ligon meeting in midcourt for the opening tip-off, and that is won by Verona going from left to right. They quickly give it up to Jackson on the right wing, bounce pass into the corner to Beato. Now they go around back to Jackson. Bounce pass inside, back up top to Jackson. He cuts inside, gets it off to Stremlow on the near corner. Verona working it around. Jackson fires up a wing 3. That's too strong. Long rebound goes out off of Verona. 17:36 to go in the first half. And a missed 3, and it goes the way to Memorial now. Anthony Miller will bring it across the midline from right to left. Passes off to Ezra Ligon to the left of the point. He dribbles over to his right for a bit, now backs up into the corner. Bounces it to Slack at the top of the key, back over to Ezra. Now into the corner for Braun. Braun dribbling off to his right, up to the right of the wing. Now gives off to Slack. Slack to Miller, gets double teamed. Gives it off to Braun. Slack into the corner. Now off to Miller. Miller backs out. Bounce pass to Caleb Ligon, right free throw line extended, holds the ball above his head, now brings it down to his chest, over to the right of the point, around to Miller, left of the point. Miller thought about the 3, passes it off, now gives it back to Miller. The Spartans work around that perimeter, trying to get it inside, can't find anything inside. Long possession for Memorial.
We've taken a minute off the clock so far. No shot attempt.
So those that want a shot clock, not happy with this possession from the Spartans. Head coach Steve Collins, not necessarily a fan of having a shot clock in high school. And now we'll have a shot attempt, and it just skips off the rim. Andrew Braun drove inside and couldn't convert. Still scoreless, 16-10 to go in the first half.
Stremlow rips his first rebound down of the game.
And Stremlow goes inside, mid-paint. We've got a whistle and a travel. Stremlow tried to pull up for a mid-range jumper, and his foot just slid on that green paint. We are still scoreless.
That's the loss of Owen Atai. He had 32 points in that Middleton overtime game, and that one Stremlow was held to 9, and he fouled out in overtime. He's going to have to be a double-figure scorer tonight to keep the Wildcats in this game.
Caleb Ligon at the free throw line, inside to Slack, and the first points of the game go to Cole Slack. 2-0. Spartans lead the Wildcats. 15:40 to go. Beato turns it over, up ahead to Miller. Miller behind the back to Braun. Braun can't hold it, slows down, keeps his possession, goes with the sky hook, and that just bounces off of the rim. No good. Rebound to the Wildcats. They'll slow things down. Over to Jackson on the right side. Jackson wanted to attack at the elbow, has to back it out as he got cut off by Braun, and then a pass at midcourt to Stremlow goes off of Stremlow's hand and out of bounds. Turnover to the Spartans.
Well, right now, 3 turnovers in a row for the Spartans after a missed 3 to open the game.
You know, you talked about pregame how good the defense is for Vel Phillips Memorial. They're showing it with these turnovers. Ezra Ligon, left wing, crosses over, goes down under the near low block, goes with a fadeaway jumper, no good. Put back, no, from Slack, rebound to the Wildcats. Jackson taking it across the midline, right of the point. Backs it back out. Stremlow, left wing. Takes one dribble, then passes into the corner down to Andres. Andres gets trapped in the corner, trying to find somebody to pass it off to. Nobody, and then he bounces it out, and it's a turnover picked up by Miller. Miller crosses the midline from right to left. Anthony Miller driving inside, gets blocked away, pulled in by the Wildcats. And we've got a whistle, and it is going to be a turnover. I believe he was stepping on the end line there.
Right, yep. Nice block. He got the rebound, but he was out of bounds.
Yeah, the green paint, the green lane here at Memorial, and then the green sideline being the same color, make it a little difficult at times to tell if they're stepping out there or not. The freshman now, Levante Johnson, turning the ball over. So he tried to pass it off with some tough defense in his face. Still a 2-0 lead for the Spartans here early, 14:23 to go in the first half.
Interesting, Braun knew if he touched it, it was going to be an over and back, but he made sure the Verona player did not get it, get a fast break layup out of it.
And now Jackson quickly off of that inbound pass, misses the mid-range J. Rebound for Anthony Miller and Memorial. He slows it down just before the midcourt line. Now gets it across, picks up his dribble as he's being harassed by Jackson. Passes off to Slack. Slack takes a single dribble and then picks it up. Passes off to Johnson. Johnson getting trapped in front of the Verona bench, trying to fight it out, and he's able to pass it off to Ligon. Ligon out to Johnson, left wing. Fakes a pass, now goes with a bounce pass. It's a fast break to Stremlow, and he hammers it down. Will Stremlow, oh my goodness.
Flush that baby down.
And that gets the Verona crowd going here early as we're tied at 2 apiece. 13:30 to go. Ligon gets pushed off his spot, and it's going to be a foul. So the first foul on Jackson Connor and the first team foul. Verona wanting a travel. Head coach Cottrell Robinson having a conversation with the official on that.
Well, it took almost 4.5 minutes for Verona to get their first points, and it was a good one.
Bounce pass down low to Miller. Miller kicks it out to the corner on the far side for Slack. Slack picks up his dribble. Turn around with some contact. A tough mid-range jumper, no good in that far corner. Now the Wildcats with it. Boato gets it out to Stremlow. Deep three, and it's nothing but net for Will Stremlow. He's got all 5 of the Wildcats' points. 12:55 and counting in the first half. 5-2. Verona leads Memorial. Winner takes first place in the Big 8 Conference with just a couple weeks left in the season. Anthony Miller loses his footing, passes it off.
Tackle.
And then we've got a whistle, and it's going to be a foul on Verona. That'll be on Will Stremlow. His first foul, second team foul. .12:41 remaining in the first half. 5-2 Verona leads Memorial.
We had 4 straight turnovers and a miss for Verona. Now Stremlow with back-to-back baskets, including the 3.
Banyai checking in for Memorial. Ligon will fire up a wing 3. That skips off the rim, and Caleb Ligon's 3 is out of bounds off the hands of his brother Ezra. It'll go to the Wildcats. But this allows Memorial, at least after that miss, to set up their defense. They'll show some zone.
0 for 6 from the floor and a couple of turnovers since that first basket for Memorial.
Open 3 for Jackson, no good. Rebound battled for underneath. We're going to have a whistle, and it's going to be out off of Memorial. It'll stay with Verona. KJ Cross also in for the Spartans. So it's the Ligon brothers, Cross, Banyai, and Braun out there right now for Memorial. Andres bounces it to Boato on the right wing. He dribbles over to the right, now gives it back to Andres. Deep right wing between the circles to Stremlow. Stremlow backs his man down into the elbow, kicks out to Boato, right wing. Dribbles to his right, hands off to Stremlow. Tried to get it inside to Connor, and then Connor has to pass it off to Andres at the top of the key. He tries to attack. He gets past Ligon, and then we have a whistle and a foul. So Andres is going to head to the line to shoot 2. Caleb Ligon, his first foul, and the first foul on the Spartans. This sends Eli Andres to the line. The senior guard missing the first free throw. Now some substitutions coming in for both teams. Anthony Miller checking in, as well as Cole Slack for Memorial.
Max Crimmins, first entrance in the game for Verona.
The 6'5" sophomore forward checking in for Verona. And the second one from Andres is good. Eli Andres getting the start tonight instead of Owen Atai, who is out tonight for the Wildcats. 6-2, Verona leads Memorial. Ezra Ligon driving inside over 2 defenders, and he gets the floater to go. 6-4 now. Verona going quickly. Semrau attacking. Semrau too strong. Rebound pulled in by Cross. And the Spartans have it, a chance to tie or take the lead with 11:15 to go in the half. We've got a foul at midcourt. This will be on Taryn Jackson, his first. 3 team fouls on Verona. 1 apiece for Jackson Connor, Will Semrau, and Taryn Jackson. Only 1 team foul on the Spartans of Memorial. Braun passes it in to Ezra Ligon. He's left of the point, dribbles it into the high paint. A deep 3 for Miller, and it is good. Anthony Miller from deep gives Memorial the lead back.
That one was from Fitchburg.
7-6 now, 10:48 to go in the half. Jackson, the floater, it bounces on the front of the rim, hits the back, and goes in. Taryn Jackson his first points. Verona retakes the lead. Miller attacking, gives it to Cross down low. Cross doesn't get called for a travel underneath. He pivots, and then they give him the travel. Now a substitution, Will Semrau coming back out. Taryn Jackson heading to the bench for Verona. So out there will be Andres Semrau along with Caden John Jack, Max Crimmings, and Jackson Connor for the Wildcats, who lead 8-7, 10:20 to go in the first half. Andres skipping side to Crimmings, and Crimmings hesitates and then puts it off the glass and good. 3-point lead for Verona. 10-7. Miller crossing over, passes off to Cross. Cross attacks through contact, and KJ Cross puts it off the glass and good. Back down to a 1-point game. Semrau kicks out. Thought about the 3, but instead gives it back off to Semrau. His 3 off the right rim, no good. Rebound pulled in by Memorial. Miller jogging across the midline. He'll send up an NBA range 3 off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound pulled in by Memorial. Battling for it is Cross. We've got a whistle, and he went out off of the baseline. So another turnover by Cross and the Spartans. Maddox Boato checking back in. Max Crimmings heads to the bench for Verona.
Again, Memorial just battling there on the boards. It looked like Braun had a shot at it. Cross took it away, but when he took it away, he was standing on the line.
Andres walks across the center line from left to right in his road black uniforms. Bounces it to Boato on the left wing, back to Andres at the top of the key. Goes into the elbow, and then he drags his foot as well. That's the 3rd or 4th time we've seen that here in this first half, Dennis, where somebody stops and they drag that pivot foot.
Yeah, not a clean game. Both teams just piling up the turnovers here early, as it is a street fight right now at 10-8.
10-9, 9:17 to go in the first half. A couple of substitutions coming in. Deontay Phillips checking in for the first time. Andres heads to the bench for Verona. Ligon, the long inbounds into Anthony Miller. He'll hand it back off to Lewowski Sem, getting his first minutes for Memorial. He bounces it off to Ligon, left of the point. He spins inside, hesitates off the glass, and gets it to go. Caleb Ligon, his first points of the night. 11-10, Memorial retakes the lead. John Jack bounces it inside to Connor. Now Phillips fires up a 3. That's too strong. Long rebound pulled in by Miller. Miller going coast to coast. Miller, the right-hand layup, hangs on the rim. No good. Cross gets the rebound. The hoop and the harm. KJ Cross, like a grown man, the junior forward, muscling it in, and he'll head to the line for one more, a chance to give Memorial a 4-point lead.
All 6'4" of them got that one.
KJ Cross leading the scoring for the Spartans off of the bench with 4 of the 13. The free throw too strong, rebound for the Wildcats. 8:40 to go in the first half. 13-10, Memorial leads Verona. Phillips crossing over, going baseline on the near side. Not strong enough. Rebound pulled in by Phillips. Phillips with the putback, and he's going to get fouled as he went into the armpit of Caleb Ligon. Caleb Ligon now with 2 fouls. Those are both of the fouls for Memorial in this first half. Deontay Phillips now at the free throw line for Verona with 8:26 to go in the half. And the first one hard off of the rim, no good. Stays at a 3-point lead for Memorial. Largest lead of the night for the Spartans is 3. Largest lead of the night for the Wildcats as well is 3, I believe. And the second one is good for Phillips, 13-11. The freshman Johnson checking back in for Memorial. He'll run the point. Over on the right side. Goes all the way right, free throw line extended, hands it off to Braun. Now Braun hands it off to Sem at the top of the key. Dribbles to his right, hands it to Johnson. Johnson, right free throw line extended, takes it all the way around to the left of the point. Now hands it off to Cross. Cross takes it around to the top of the key, gives it to Ezra Ligon. Ligon up top, hesitates to Johnson. Johnson at the top of the key. Johnson right of the paint, drives in and draws a foul.
You could tell he was like, forget it. I want to attack the rim. I'm tired of passing.
So Levante Johnson heads to the line. Maddox Boato picking up the foul. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania, and for more than 50 years, Zimbrick Honda has been your home for quality Honda vehicles. The trusted staff of Zimbrick Honda's used car dealership will save you time and reduce your car buying stress by finding the vehicle that matches your style. If you're looking for a new or a used Honda, visit Zimbrick Honda just off the Beltline in Madison or online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Shop local, shop Zimbrick Honda. The first free throw was no good, but the second one was for the freshman Levante Johnson. 14-11. Spartans lead the Wildcats. Verona with the ball. Crimmings, underhand pass out to Jackson on the right wing. Jackson gives it to Stremlo. Stremlo's mid-range jumper was no good. It was short. Rebound to Boato, and then he goes up, and we're going to have a whistle underneath. And now Ezra Ligon picking up his first foul. He's confused about that one. Maddox Boato getting 2 shots now. With 7:31 to go, Memorial leading 14-11. The first one bricks it off the back of the rim. Boato will get one more now. And Boato's free throw is up, and it's nothing but net and good. 14-12. Memorial leads Verona here on Tuesday Night Hoops on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania. Braun handing off to Johnson, deep left wing. Goes to the right, nearly loses it. Luckily, Slack was there to grab it for the Spartans. Slack driving in. The runner is going to not count, as they're going to say a foul before the shot.
Crimmins.
Max Crimmings picking up his first foul.
6th foul now with 7 minutes plus to go here. Bonus for Memorial the rest of the way.
Johnson bounce pass into the corner to Miller off of the inbounds. After that foul, they work it around to Johnson, left wing. Fakes the pass to his right. Now he dribbles over to the right with a right-hand dribble, crosses over, gives it off into the corner to Ligon. Ligon doesn't take the screen from Slack. He'll send up a corner three. He'll knock down a corner triple. Ezra Ligon with the three. Suddenly it's a 5-point lead for Memorial, and Verona will take a timeout. We're going to take it with them. 30-second timeout as this is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania on ESPN Madison.
Bucky wants a Honda with lots of headroom. Fish Hatchery Road. Something with room for all your friends, right? These are the people who take good care of you. It's gotta be red, of course. Get to know Zimbrick, 'cause you deserve it.
Zimbrick Honda. Hundreds of options. Zero hassle.
Zimbrick Fish Hatchery Road.
100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
An 8-2 scoring run for the Memorial Spartans gives them a 17-12 lead with 6:57 to go in the first half. Off of the timeout, Verona with the ball. Jackson walking it across the center line from left to right. Gives it to Andres. They'll work it around to Semrau. Now into the corner. Jackson sends up a three. That's off the left of the rim. No good. Rebound for the Spartans. Johnson pulling that in. Gives it off to Miller. Now back to Johnson, who jogs across the midline in their home white uniforms with the green numbers here at Vel Phillips Memorial High School. Miller got cut off as he tried to attack into the paint. Gives it off to Slack. Now out to Ligon. Back to Anthony Miller. Right free throw line extended. Now Ligon tried to work down low, has the ball poked out of his hands, off of his face, pulls it back in, kicks it back out. They work it around the horn. Johnson thought about the three, drives baseline on the near side. Now a lob pass out to the near wing to Miller. Miller off to Slack on the elbow. Slack going across the paint into the right side. Picks up his dribble, has to give it out to Miller. Miller right of the point, holds the ball up above his head, drives inside, bounce pass, then we'll have a whistle and a foul. It's going to go on number 5, Will Semrau, his second foul.
And we're in bonus.
So now we will get free throws here in the first half with 5:55 to go in the half. 17-12. Memorial leads Verona.
We talked about Miller being an 81% free throw shooter.
And he is the one that is at the line.
And Semrau heads to the bench here with just under 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Second foul, he might be sitting for a little bit. There you go, first
and
one.
The first one is good for Anthony Miller. Now a 6-point lead, extending their largest lead of the half for either team. Now it's up to a 7-point lead, 19-12. It's Anthony Miller up to 5 points. Even with that Madison College timeout, Dennis, haven't been able to slow down the Spartans so far with 5:55 to go, up to a 7-point lead for Memorial.
10-2 run here now with those free throws. Verona needs to answer here.
Andres, left wing, bounces it to John Jack, now to the right side to Jackson. Jackson backs it out on the near wing. Gives it off to Connor. Now Andres, right of the point. Drives into the elbow, bounce pass down
beautiful.
low to Jackson Connor, and that ends that scoring run down to a 5-point lead with 5:25 to go in the half. 19-14, Spartans lead the Wildcats. Johnson crossing over, dribbles to his left, and the ball is going to go out of bounds off of the Spartans as that went off the hands of Lizowski Sem.
It's a big basket there for Jackson Connor on the last trip down. Your two leading scorers are out, one with fouls, one with an injury. Somebody's got to pick up the slack here. It could be him.
John Jack, right of the circle, bounce pass over to Jackson. Jackson all the way out in the corner now. Andres between the circles. Andres passes it off, gives it off to Connor. Now to John Jack, fighting for it, ripped away by Braun. Another turnover and a takeaway by the Spartans. Sem crossing over, spinning at the top of the key. We're going to have a jump ball. And the jump ball, the possession will stay with Memorial. ball will be inbounded along the baseline. They thought it was going to be a sideline out.
Yep.
Sem will be the one inbounding it, lobs it all the way up to the left of the point for Braun. Braun jab steps to his right, now dribbles to his left, hands off to Ezra Ligon. Ligon thought about a three at the top of the key, instead gives it off to Braun on the wing, and Braun knocks it down. Andrew Braun, his first points. It's a 22-14 lead.
7 different players who scored for Memorial. Talking about their balance with 4 in double figures coming in.
We said pregame, anybody and everybody can go off. Anything you can do.
I can do better.
Taryn Jackson answers with a 3 of his own. 22-17. 4 minutes to go in the half. Memorial leads Verona. Ezra Ligon, left of the point, gives it off to Braun, right wing. Braun takes a couple dribbles to his right, hands it off to Cross. Cross has it poked out of his hands, but it goes out off of Andres in front of the Verona student section, so it'll stay with the Spartans. Now Anthony Miller checking in for Braun. So it's Braun, Ezra Ligon, along with Cole Slack, Will Lazowski, Sem out there, and KJ Cross for the Spartans. And Ligon gives it to Sem. Sem a jump pass to Ligon. He'll fire up a 3. That one's too strong. Rebound taken in by Verona. And that's Jackson Connor with the board. Up to Taryn Jackson on the left wing. Bounces it to Connor. Has it poked away from behind. Miller with it. Miller going coast to coast through some contact. Yes. And it is going to be on Verona. They'll count the basket. He'll head to the line for the old school 3-point play. Anthony Miller, 7 points now for the Spartans. 24-17, 3:32 to go in the half. Madison College has been around for over 100 years right here in our community. They've grown to 7 campuses all across South Central Wisconsin, including 3 in Madison. Whether you're starting fresh or leveling up your career, Madison College is here for you. Learn more at madisoncollege.edu. That's madisoncollege.edu.
Okay, here it goes. Stremlo back in the game, just sat 3 minutes with that second foul. And Boato is back as well.
Unless he picks up another foul, and I mean, even then with 3:30, maybe you keep him out there. He's just such a big part of their offense.
Yeah, you get that third foul, you want to pick up. Then they'll go right at him. Get that 4th foul, you're in trouble.
Oh, you're saying a Steve Collins coach team is well coached, Dennis. The free throw is good for Anthony Miller. He's up to 8 points, and it is a 7-point lead for, or excuse me, an 8-point lead for Memorial.
3 for 3 at the line there for Miller.
Verona with it is Stremlo. Stremlo picks up his dribble, bounces it into the far block. Now kicks back out to Stremlo. His 3 too strong. Long rebound pulled in by Jackson in the corner. He's able to tightrope the sideline, then gets it inside to Connor. Connor can't convert. Gets his own rebound, has it poked away, but it'll be a foul on Memorial. KJ Cross getting his first foul. 4th team foul on Memorial. Now Andres limping off to the bench for Verona. So that's something we'll have to keep our eyes on here, Dennis, with 3:03 to go. Eli Andres coming in for an injured Owen Atai for Verona. Suddenly that bench starts to thin a little bit if Andres can't come back into this one. Lob pass up top to Boato. Boato passing down low. And then the shot going up and over the top of the rim.
Foul on Slack. Yes.
Yep.
His first.
Cole Slack, his first. 5th team foul. 2:59 to go. 25-17. Memorial leads Verona. Verona had a 3-point lead after it was a 2-0 score. They got up to 5-2, and then Memorial just came charging back to take the lead. The first one for Maddox Boato is good. He's got 2 points now in the first half. And now Boato's second one is up, and it's nothing but net and good for the senior forward, Maddox Boato. Now some full court press coming. A little light press. They but it forces a turnover either way. So, of course, then, it's, as I say, not really very much of a press. Then Memorial turns it over.
Unforced error.
Lazowski Sem, the junior guard, dribbling that off of his leg. It's a 6-point lead for Memorial. Semrau up top, dribbles over to the right, kicks it into the corner to John Jack, back to Semrau at the mid-court line, off to Jackson, left wing. Bounce pass to Semrau, near wing, takes it into the key, bounces it down low on the far block, and it's a block from behind by Slack. Verona gets the rebound and the putback. Jackson Connor gets credited with that putback. It's down to a 4-point lead for Memorial. Miller handing off to Johnson. Johnson handing it to Braun at the top of the key. Wheeling into the right side. The runner no good. Rebound ricocheting around on the deck. Picked up by Cross. Cross off beautiful. The glass and good. KJ Cross, so physical down low. Putting it in. 6 points off the bench. It's back to a 6-point lead. And now there's going to be a blocking foul as Semrau attacking KJ Cross and then lost his footing. But they're going to say that Cross wasn't in position there and gets called for the blocking foul. So Semrau will shoot 2, and that's the second foul on Cross. 1:56 to go in the half.
Previous possession, Cross just cleaned up the garbage there. A little loose ball, threw it in. Now he gets his second foul. It's been a force out here just on the boards.
So there's a conversation happening with the officials right now near the free throw line. Cottrell Robinson saying it should be 2 shots. And I believe there was a conversation of was that foul before the shot attempt. So should it actually be 2 since this is just the 6th team foul on Memorial. The first one for Semrau, no good. (27-21) Memorial leads. The second one for Semrau, rims out. Rebound fought for, pulled in by Verona. So Verona winning the battle on the boards right now, and Boato draws a foul as he was getting trapped by Braun and Ligon. Andrew Braun getting his first foul. And that is the 7th team foul, sending Boato to the line.
Yeah, 3 fouls in the last minute and a half here for Memorial.
And now Boato's free throw rolls in.
Shooter's touch.
Hit the front of the rim, then the back of the rim, and just rolled itself down and in. It was like it was in slow motion. The second one for Boato is up, and that one too strong off the back of the rim. Rebound to the Spartans. Braun pulling it in for Memorial. Braun taking it across the midline from right to left. Tried to hand off to Miller, got cut off by Jackson. Now he passes off to Miller. Jab steps to his right, dribbles to his right, and draws some contact. Taron Jackson not happy about it, but he's going to pick up his second foul.
And we're still at 1-1.
Yep, that's just the 9th foul for Verona. Taron Jackson's going to head to the bench with 2 fouls. So Semrau, Jackson, and Boato all with 2 fouls for Verona. Anthony Miller heading to the line for a 1-and-1, leading by 5. The first one is up, and it is good for Anthony Miller. 96 seconds to go, 28-22 lead right now for Memorial. Miller a chance to make this an 8-point lead, and he does.
5 for 5 from the strike.
And he's got 10 points in this game, only 5 of them coming from the field. Quickly, Verona sends up a 3. That just barely catches the backboard. Rebound kept alive. Quadruple teamed his Slack, able to pass out to Miller. Miller up ahead to Ligon. Ligon one-on-one against Andrus. Gets cut off, doesn't pick up his pivot foot, and he draws a foul down low. Cottrell Robinson is beside himself on the fact that that got called. But Eli Andrus back out there after he limped off of the floor earlier.
Now
he's going to send
2-shot foul.
Ezra Ligon to the line to shoot 2. And the first one for Ligon is good. Back up to an 8-point lead for Memorial. With 1:17 to go, they lead 30-22. The second for Ligon rolls around and goes in. 9-point lead, 31-22, largest lead of the night for Memorial.
8 of 10 at the line there for Memorial. It's keeping them in the game.
We're going to have a kicked ball by Johnson, as he was up at the top of this 1-3-1 zone that Memorial came out of that free throw with. 1:11 to go in the first half. They'll stick with that 1-3-1 on this inbound. They get it into Phillips in the near corner. Phillips tries to bounce it down low, taken away by Miller. Another steal. Gets tripped up, kept his dribble alive, and was able to stand up. Anthony Miller crosses the midline inside a minute to go now in the half. Miller crosses over into the free throw line, gives it off to Ligon. Ligon crossing over. Kicks out. Braun, the open three on the right wing. Back iron, no good. Rebound for Verona. 45 seconds to go. Semrau on the left side. Semrau attacking. Bounces it inside to Boato. Boato puts it off the glass. He's got 6 points. 31-24. Memorial leads. 30 seconds to go in the half. Anthony Miller will conduct the offense, going from right to left. Into this near corner at the midcourt line. Attacked for a moment, then backs off.
One shot.
And he attacks again. We're down to 18 seconds. Miller trying to hold for last shot, 14 seconds. Miller wheels inside, then wheels back out to the midcourt line. And the motion green M here at Vel Phillips Memorial High School. Now Ezra Ligon right wing. Slack, 2 seconds. Slack, the floater, and that is off the right side and no good. 31-24, our score at the half. The Vel Phillips Memorial Spartans lead the Verona Wildcats after one half of action. Dennis, that was such a fun half of basketball.
Wow, catch your breath here, Hunter.
It was fast-paced, yeah.
A lot of turnovers early, but the team started settling in a little bit. And we got some foul trouble here, though. Caleb picked up his second foul. Ligon, he sat out most of the first half for Memorial. And you've got Semrau, Taryn Jackson, Boato, and Andres all with 2 fouls here for Verona. And Semrau sat out about a 3-minute span there. He's 5 points, but it's pretty balanced scoring there. Boato actually leads them with 6. And then, as we said, 10 points for Anthony Miller. But
yeah, and that's a very one of the things, those 2 fouls for Caleb Ligon and then him getting sat down for a large stretch of that half. I know, I think there's a lot of coaches out there who would put Ligon back in the game maybe for some of those stretches in the half. But one of the great things about Steve Collins, who will also do some of our state coverage if his team doesn't make it to sectionals, because he's like, we're too close to getting to state if we make it to sectionals, so he doesn't join us then. But he is a big proponent, and that's his strategy of if they get 2 fouls in the first half, usually will sit his guys for that half then, before then bringing them back out for the second half. So not surprising that we didn't see much of Caleb Ligon when he picked up that second foul here in the first half. 31-24 our score. The Vel Phillips Memorial Spartans leading the Verona Wildcats. First place in the Big 8 Conference on the line tonight. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, we will look at some of the first half numbers and look ahead to the second half of action here on Tuesday Night Hoops on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania on ESPN Madison.
Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires? For a limited time at Zimbrick Honda, you can buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
The team at Midwest Financial Group are values-based financial specialists that offer full-service financial solutions. This local independent firm has been dedicated to helping people achieve their financial, tax, and insurance goals for over 30 years. Visit mfgteam.com to learn more about how they can help set up your future for financial success. Advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network, a registered investment advisor.
Everyone plays like a champion at TPC Wisconsin. Our friendly community shares one thing: a passion for world-class golf. Women, men, and youth golfers all love the course. The $25 million upgrade is impeccable, and the list of amenities is more than impressive. But belonging where the shared pursuit of excellence is a daily practice and not just a tagline? That might be the best part. Join today and pay no dues until April 1st. Discover belonging. TPCWisconsin.com.
Heart disease is the leading cause of death for women, and the warning signs aren't always the same as for men. Join Stoughton Health Cardiology for a free online talk. Heart Health Matters for Women, Wednesday, February 4th, from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. Learn common risk factors, warning signs you shouldn't ignore, and practical steps you can take to protect your heart. Register at stoughtonhealth.com under classes and events.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you how to save money and save the planet. It's simple. Ditch your energy bill and make the switch over to Everlight Solar. While electricity prices keep rising, Everlight Solar will give you the chance to take ownership of your power while also reducing your carbon footprint. As a local company based out of Madison, they'll be there with you every step of the way as you make the switch to solar. To learn more about how you can save money and save the planet, go to everlightsolar.com.
Zimbrick Honda has been a proud part of the Madison community since 1973, and they're your one-stop shop for over 250 new Hondas to choose from. Whether it's the sedan, SUV, or truck, their selection of new vehicles is second to none and has exactly what you're looking for. Stop in today at their location on Fish Hatchery Road and check out the all-new 2024 Honda Prologue, Honda's first all-electric SUV, or browse their selection online at ZimbrickHonda.com. That's ZimbrickHonda.com. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app, customizable just to you. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today.
(31-24) our score at the half here on Tuesday Night Hoops on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania. I'm Hunter Vaughn. Alongside me, the Dean of Area High School Sports, Dennis Semrau. We quickly look at the first half scoring for both of these teams. Leading the scoring with 6 points is Maddox Boato for Verona, and then a pair of players with 5 in Taryn Jackson and Will Stremlow, and then 4 for Jackson Connor for the starters for Verona. On the other side, for Memorial, they're led by a 10-point effort in the first half from Anthony Miller. 5 of 5 from the free throw line for Miller, and then 7 points from Ezra Ligon. His brother Caleb picking up 2 fouls in that first half and only 2 points then. But off the bench, KJ Cross for Memorial with 6 points. So 31-24 our score at the half. Again, Memorial leading Verona. Dennis, quick thoughts on that first half of action.
Yeah, Cross came in averaging about 5 points a game. A nice-looking junior. He's really physical on the boards. And, again, I thought Memorial, that was one of the keys coming in, and they've been rebounding very well, especially on the offensive end. They've had a number of chances for second shots. And I'd like, again, getting a chance to see Anthony Miller, watching him progress from freshman to senior year. How he's what was that? Steve Collins just came back.
He said, welcome to Spartan Nation.
There we go. And, good crowd over there for the kids.
Yeah.
I just, again, we got one of your guys down, Caleb. But this is a deep team, and that means Cross has gotten more playing time. Lisowski Sem, who's a very good distance runner, by the way. And also Braden Banyai, baseball player. Mm-hmm. Very athletic team. You got all these baseball players.
Yeah.
Usually it's hockey and baseball, but here at Memorial it's basketball and baseball.
Well, I mean, it helps when you've got all the 3 state championships under Steve Collins, 4 runners-up for his Spartans team. That you're going to get more guys coming out for baseball when you've got a Hall of Fame coach in your or basketball, when you've got a Hall of Famer in your building as well.
Well, we talked about on the show, when they had the pandemic and they were shut down for a year, how having to kind of re-emphasize things they had to do. Just the little things like how to check in a game, how to handle yourself in the locker room. Things that people just don't see. I mean, I was watching the JV game. Okay, you have to get over to where the ref is to check in, not where the radio guys are. Am I wearing black and white tonight? I don't know. But anyway.
We've got about 90 seconds until the start of the second half of action. 31-24, the Vel Phillips Memorial Spartans lead the Verona Wildcats. We'll take another break. When we come back, the second half of Verona and Madison Memorial here on Tuesday Night Hoops on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania.
My overall experience with Gruber Law Offices has been phenomenal.
The treatment was excellent.
They will be supportive of you. They will listen to you.
It was a great experience knowing that I had people to help me.
I know I could count on them to do what I needed to get done.
Experience with Gruber was great.
They gave me my life back.
It was amazing.
He gets results.
We know how to win. If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Gruber Law Offices had my best interests at heart.
At Hooper Service, your comfort is important. From keeping you cozy warm to comfy cool with the ultra-quiet energy comfort system. Plus, join our home comfort priority plan and keep your air conditioner and furnace running at peak performance year after year. Enjoy priority service and extra savings that really add up. Hooper is here with 24-hour heating, cooling, plumbing, and fire protection service for your home and business. Turn to the experts, Carrier and Hooper.
This is Monte Ball.
Monte steps to the right, dashes, reaches, touchdown.
You listen to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison.
Verona will start with the ball to begin the second half, going from right to left in their road black uniforms. Andres will open it up with a triple. Eli Andres getting the start tonight, normally coming off the bench. He opens it up with a 3, 31-27. Memorial leads Verona. Miller gets trapped over in the corner, able to pass out of it to Braun. Braun wheels into the free throw line, kicks out to Ligon. Ligon picks up his dribble, goes with a single step, and is able to lay it in. Caleb Ligon back out there after he picked up 2 fouls and sat for a large portion of the first half. Stremlow on the far elbow, gets trapped, has to pass it out. Boato over into the corner, open 3 for Andres. It goes off the rim, high off the glass, and good. Back-to-back triples for Eli Andres.
What did Steve say when we had him on last night? Number 10 off the bench. Well, he's starting tonight, and he's got 2 triples here in the second half.
And it's only a 3-point lead now for Memorial after those 2 threes for Andres. 33-30, 16:50 to go in the game. Ligon gives off to his brother Ezra, right free throw line extended. Has a couple of drives, and we're going to have a blocking foul that will go on Andres. So Eli Andres picking up his second foul.
Actually, number 3.
Oh, excuse me, his third foul. I missed
on
one of them, yep. Ligon will inbound in front of his own bench on the near side. Gives it to Slack on the right corner. Goes baseline, passes it off to Ligon, who backs all the way out to the wing. Now Braun between the circles, dribbles off to his left, hands it off to Ezra Ligon on the left wing. He'll take it up into the top of the paint, holds up on the elbow, turns around. The mid-range jumper is short. Rebound fought for, a battle for it. We're going to have a whistle and a jump ball underneath, and that will go to Memorial.
Did not want to give that one up.
No,
that was for possession.
That was a rugby scrum underneath the hoop.
Brother to brother there.
Ezra Ligon will inbound underneath his own basket, trying to bounce it into his brother Caleb. He does. Caleb working down low on the near block. Gets cut off, has to give it out to Miller on the near wing. They go around the horn all the way around to Braun on the far corner. Braun dribbles off to the left free throw line extended. Now takes it down to the corner, hands off to Slack. Slack gets trapped in the corner. Slack trying to find somebody, passes it off, and it goes right into the hands of Semrau. Quickly up ahead to Jackson. Jackson through a triple team will have a whistle and a foul.
Steve wants travel.
So they gave him the... Didn't call the travel that time. Ezra Ligon picking up the foul, his second foul, first team foul. Still a 3-point game, 33-30, 15:58 to go. And Verona will inbound underneath their basket on the baseline.
So both the Ligons have 2 fouls now. But I don't think anybody's coming out at this point.
No, you're only coming out of the game if you get hurt or you foul out. With this being a 3-point game. Long pass given out to John Jack. They go down low, and Boato can't convert, and it goes out off the hands of a Spartan. It'll stay with Verona.
For Boato, that was a nice interior pass there by Jackson. Bounce pass for Boato for the layup. Just couldn't finish it.
Boato will be the one to inbound again. He's guarded by Slack. They lob it out to Connor. Connor all the way out to the midcourt line. Gives it to Jackson. Jackson left to the point. Crosses over, takes it to the top of the key. Now gives it to Semrau. Thought about the 3. Wheels into the paint. Pulls up from 14. Off the back iron. No good. Rebound for Ezra Ligon. He gets trapped. We'll have a whistle and a foul on Verona. The Wildcats not happy about that one. That's going to be a foul on Jackson Connor, his second team foul. Anthony Miller will run the point for Memorial, leading 33-30, 15:27 to go. Ezra Ligon gives to his brother Caleb, now around to Miller, right wing. Miller goes baseline. Miller adjusts midair. The reverse can't get it to go. Braun keeps it alive, but his foot was on the baseline. 15-15 now, and another turnover, and it will be Verona's ball.
And KJ Cross comes back in the game. He had a great first half for Madison Memorial.
As Cole Slack will head to the bench for Memorial. Taryn Jackson will run the offense, going from right to left as we see things here at Bell Phillips Memorial High School in their road black uniforms. Verona handing Memorial their only loss of the season. The Spartans have won 13 in a row since that loss in early December. And Memorial leads by 3. Boato, the floater, no good. Rebound, Miller and the Spartans. Miller up to Caleb Ligon on the left wing in front of his own student section. Now to Braun, over to Miller, giving it off to Braun. Braun through some contact, doesn't get it to go, but he draws a foul. Caden John Jack, can't believe he got called for the foul there. That's his first, but it sends Andrew Braun to the free throw line. Braun, a 68% free throw shooter. Puts up the first one, and that rims out. Memorial led by as many as 9 points in that first half, but Verona with 2 threes early, able to cut this down to a 3-point game. The second one for Andrew Braun is good. His first points of the half, he's up to 4 on the night, and it's a 4-point lead for Memorial. 14:30 remaining. Jackson at the top, wheeling in on the left paint against Miller. Can't get that one to go. Rebound for the Wildcats, and Semrau gets the putback. Will Semrau up to 7 points. 2-point Memorial lead, 34-32, 14 minutes and counting. Ligon, left wing, going inside, gets tripped up, loses the ball, gets it off to Miller. Miller sends up a 3, no good. Rebound bouncing around, kept alive, pulled in by Ligon. Ligon gives it off to his brother Ezra. They work it around. Braun, the corner 3, sends that one up, no good. Rebound fought for underneath, and it is going to be out off of Memorial. Luzowski Semb checking in for Memorial. It's another empty possession for the Spartans, who lead by 2.
Yeah, Control Robinson, get a little animated over here.
Yep.
We might have to have the mic switch here soon.
Well, we're on the stream. I mean,
okay,
there's a travel on Andres, so not being on the actual radio, technically we're okay. But yeah, and we don't have a dump button, so hopefully we don't pick up anything that gets us in trouble. 13:39 to go. There was a travel on Andres and Verona, so turnover going to Memorial. Sem just able to get it across the midline. He was being harassed by Andres. Miller, right wing. Miller wheeling inside, kicks it off to Ezra Ligon. Ligon fighting inside, and he's going to head to the free throw line. He went hard to the rack and was able to force a 4th foul on Eli Andres. Andres not happy about that. He thought he got ball. It sends Caleb Ligon to the free throw line.
Both teams are just ferociously attacking inside, and the refs are letting them play for the most part. I mean, there's a lot of banging around on there, but as soon as they get closer, get a shot off, the whistle's getting blown.
First one, no good for Caleb Ligon.
Andrews trying to plead his case here, number 4. Still talking. Sit down. You know, don't you're not going to change the ref's mind. You might as well just sit down.
Ligon missing the first one, misses the second one. Rebound pulled in by Cross for the moment. It's going to go out off of Verona. And then a little bit of hands being pushed away as Cross was pointing that way, and Crimmings didn't like it, pushed his hand away for a moment. Things starting to maybe get a little chippy here in this rivalry game.
Those are 2 big guys there. So
13 minutes to go. Memorial with the ball, leading by 2, 34-32. Cross down low, loses the ball. It gets kicked out of bounds, and they're going to say it goes out off of Verona. The Memorial fans not happy, or excuse me, it went off of Memorial. It's going to be Verona ball. The Memorial fans not happy about it. But hang on, Dennis. There's a conversation happening with the officials. They will keep it that way. They won't overturn it. And I got to say, I know the Memorial fans not happy about it, but that looked like the right call. It hit the baseline.
Right in front of the parents section.
Yes, and the student section, both on this same half of the floor. But it went off of the foot of Cross before a hand of Verona touched it, so that was the right call.
2 players right there. That's why they think, how did it not go off of Verona guy first?
Verona with the ball, a chance to tie or take the lead. Jackson gives off to Phillips. Now Stremlow at the top of the key. Stremlow inside to Crimmings. We're going to have a whistle, and this is going to be going on Slack. Cole Slack, they say, got a little too physical down low on defense. Getting his 2nd foul and the 5th team foul now. Verona inbounding along the baseline. Taryn Jackson will be the one to inbound, guarded by Braun. Lob pass out to Phillips, left of the point. Phillips dribbles off to his right. To midcourt, he's guarded closely by Sem over onto the right wing. Gives it off to Stremlow on the deep corner. Stremlow back to Phillips in front of his own student section, lobs it into Connor. Connor on the low block. Tried to give it off to Crimmings. That goes through his legs. Long pass up ahead to Ligon. Ligon crossing over 1-on-2. Still going. Backs it back out to Slack. Slack wheeling inside. Slack gets it blocked away. Hits the deck. Braun able to pick it up. Braun passes out to Ligon on the far corner. Ligon picks up his dribble, trying to find somebody, guarded by Taryn Jackson. He'll send up a 3 that skips off the rim. Rebound to Stremlow and the Wildcats. Quickly ahead, Jackson. Taryn Jackson thought about the 3, drives inside, has it sent back, but we're going to have a foul. That's going to be on Ezra Ligon, his 3rd foul. Taryn Jackson at the line now. 5 first-half points for Taryn Jackson. None so far in this second half with 12:07 to go. But Jackson a chance to tie this game up at the free throw line. The first one for Taryn Jackson, nothing but net and good. KJ Cross checking in for Ezra Ligon now. And now the second one, a chance to tie this game for Verona is good. We've got a tie game, 12:07 to go, 34-34. The winner moves to first place in the Big 8 conference. And more importantly, has a huge matchup advantage when it comes to seeding in this sectional. Braun, left wing for Memorial. Trying to retake the lead for the Spartans. Hand it off to Johnson on that far wing. He'll dribble it all the way out to midcourt and at the center. Now to Slack, kicks out to the corner. Sem gets fouled on a 3 attempt. It doesn't go down, but he's going to head to the line to shoot 3. That foul will be on Deontay Phillips. And Phillips is just so athletic, and he can just jump out of the gym. He tried to block that one away, and he went right into the lap of Lazowski Sem. And also shout out to Lazowski Sem wearing a purple Nike shoe on his left foot and then a white Nike shoe on his right. I haven't seen much of that. The first one good for Will Lazowski.
I think he forgot to turn the light on this morning, just reach in the closet and grab 2
I'm going to
shoes.
guess that that's something that's fashionable with the kids these days, Dennis. Second one is good, but he'll get one more as he was fouled on a 3-point attempt and a chance to make this a 3-point lead. And the third one, nothing but net and good for Will Lazowski Sem. Giving Memorial the lead back, 37-34, 11:36 remaining.
And he came in as a 57% free throw shooter.
Those were 3 huge free throws for Memorial. Stremlow attacking right paint. He gets a shot blocked away. Miller up ahead. Miller going coast to coast through some contact. He's going to head to the line to shoot 2. So just as the Dean Dennis Semrau said, you know, they're really letting them play. They're really letting them be physical.
Well, I said they were until they got inside, and then they were all
so you're adding an asterisk to it.
I said that originally. I said, they're letting them play out here, but once they get in the paint, they're blowing the whistles.
Phillips getting that second foul. He's had back-to-back defensive possessions, getting called for back-to-back fouls. Anthony Miller now at the line, looking for his first points of the half, and that one is good. Miller now attempted 6 free throws, and he has hit 6 free throws. It's a 4-point Memorial lead. 11:22 to go, and make that 7 free throws made on 7 attempts for Anthony Miller.
13 out of 19 as a team here.
Stremlow for the Wildcats with it. Now John Jack over to the left side, giving it to Connor. Connor left of the paint, wheeling inside, gets double teamed, picked up his dribble, will have a whistle, and there's going to be a push called on Memorial. KJ Cross looking at the official like, wait, what? I didn't do it. That's his third. But for those of you who have ever listened to any of our Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania with the Dean and I, my rule of thumb is always, if a player puts his hands out like, what are you talking about? It means they know that they actually did
the foul, yes.
39-34, Memorial leads, 11:07 to go in the game. Wildcats with the ball, looking to inbound. Taryn Jackson trying to find somebody. Long pass up to Stremlow on the left wing, dribbling it all the way over to the right, takes it into the far elbow. Now it's to John Jack between the circles, Taryn Jackson. Jackson attacks on the right paint. Jackson no good. Crimmings gets the board, can't get the putback, but he'll draw a foul. This one on number 22, Anthony Miller, his first foul of the game.
Pretty good. I'd like that.
Anthony Miller, the older brother of Anna Miller, the star basketball player over at Edgewood. And she's a verbal commit to play for the Wisconsin Badgers in a couple of years. And one of the best girls basketball players in the entire state. Max Crimmings' free throw is good. Crimmings will get one more. And the forward coming off of the bench, chance to give himself 4 points on the night. And the second one is up, and it's nothing but net and good. 39-36 inside 11 minutes to go. Full court press coming from the Wildcats now. Ligon able to break the press, get it across the midcourt line. Slack, jab step on the near corner, goes baseline, gets cut off, has to give it off to Ezra Ligon. Excuse me, that was Caleb twin brother Caleb.
We only have 10 points off field goals in this half, 10 points off free throws.
Jeez.
Still waiting for Memorial.
A steal by Taryn Jackson. Jackson going coast to coast.
Yes.
Right hand off the glass and good. Taryn Jackson, 4 second half points. Down to a 1-point lead for Memorial, 39-38. Miller with it. Gets it across the midline. Almost got trapped. Passes it off to Ligon. Fakes the three. Passes off to Slack. Slack going underneath. Tried to pass it off. And that goes off the hands of a Wildcat. It'll stay with Memorial.
Played almost 8 minutes here, and Memorial still with just one field goal here in the second half.
It's been great defense for Verona. 39-38, 10-11 to go.
1 of 7 from the floor.
Bounce pass into Sem for Memorial. Now Slack, right corner, holds the ball at his chest, guarded by Crimmings on this near corner. Tried to go baseline, got cut off, picks up his dribble now, and Crimmings steals it away. Up ahead to John Jack. John Jack going inside, throws one up, no good. The rebound, though, for Crimmings, and he puts it in. And now it's a 1-point lead for Verona as they retake the lead. They've only led by 3 points in this game, but they've got a 1-point lead, 9:38 to go. Miller, a long pass that goes out of bounds. Tried to kick it out to the wing, and it goes over the head of his teammate, and it's a turnover, and we've got a Madison College timeout by Steve Collins, and the Bell Phillips Memorial Spartans will take it with them as well. 30-second timeout as this is Tuesday Night Hoops on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania.
I worried about choosing the right two-year college where credits would transfer to UW, but I figured out a great path. At Madison College, I'm in the STEM program. The classrooms are intimate, instructors are engaging, and best of all, I'll be able to transfer to UW debt-free. My advice to others, start your journey here. You won't regret it. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Stop in for an express oil change at Fish Hatchery Road on Saturdays. No appointment necessary. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
40-39, 9:35 to go. Verona leads Memorial here in the second half of this Big 8 rivalry.
16-8 half run here for Verona. Only one field goal allowed here in the second half. Spartans need to kind of light it up here a little bit.
Stremlow gets quadruple teamed in the paint, able to pass it off to Taryn Jackson. Memorial able to recover, though, defensively.
Beautiful.
Inside to Connor.
Oh.
Connor can't get it to go. Cross fighting for the rebound, and he rips it away, and we've got a whistle and another foul underneath Max Crimmings and Verona. Can't believe it. Head coach Cottrell Robinson starts doing the running man to try and burn off some steam after that foul call. KJ Cross now heads to the free throw line. I will say this for fans of either team, both fans have been upset with the officials. So it's not like this has been a one-sided officiating affair at all. The first one of the 1-and-1, no good. Ligon gets the rebound, though, for Memorial. They'll keep it. Caleb Ligon, bounce pass to Braun underneath. That one rolls off, but KJ Cross is there for the putback. 41-40 now, Memorial leads.
Well, he missed the free throws, but he made up for it with a putback.
Stremlow through the trees, able to zigzag through the defense, and the left-hand layup good for Will Stremlow. Stremlow up to 9 points. Verona retakes the lead, 42-41. Ligon off to Miller, right of the point. Goes to the right, now picks up his dribble, gives it to Cross between the circles. Cross to the right side to Caleb Ligon on the right wing. Backs it out. Ligon attacks all the way down to the baseline, tries a hop set, and we've got another blocking foul. This one is going to be on Taryn Jackson. And Jackson gets called for the blocking foul, sending Caleb Ligon to the free throw line. That's the third now on Taryn Jackson. With 8:19 to go.
Missed a pair his last time to the free throw line.
Now stoppage as the official picks up or wipes up a little bit of sweat on the floor.
No kidding, a little bit?
Yeah, I mean.
They're leaving it all on the floor tonight.
They are.
There
The
you
first
go.
one's pure from Caleb Ligon. Maddox Boato checking in. Max Crimmings heading to the bench for Verona. Boato scoreless here in this second half after he had 6 points in the first. We're tied at 42. Second one good for Caleb Ligon. He's up to 6 points on the night, 43-42, 8:15 and counting in the game. Jackson, right of the paint, has to wheel back outside. Boato over to Semrau on the near corner. Semrau goes inside, gets cut off on the block. They try to pass out. Jackson with it right of the point. He backs out to midcourt. Now Semrau. Overhead pass to John Jack. John Jack, Euro step inside, too strong. Rebound taken in. Cross fighting for it. And it'll be a jump ball, and it'll stay with Verona. 7:53 to go. 43-42, Memorial leads Verona. Again, both teams 10-1 in the Big 8. The winner then moves into first place. We assume a tie with Middleton as they're playing the winless Janesville Parker.
Andres just check back in here. Hit the 2 threes to open up the second half. See if he can light it up again.
Memorial fans wanting a travel on Taryn Jackson as he went hard to the cup. No good, and a rebound to Memorial. Miller conducting the offense, walking across the midline, and then the ball goes off of Andres nearly into the table of the fellow ESPN broadcasters, the student section for Memorial.
Yeah, we asked Coach Collins, who's his point guard, he goes, anybody can bring it up. Miller was bringing the ball up that time.
He's been bringing it up a lot here tonight. I'm assuming that's just a matchup thing.
Yep.
Cross nearly losing it, and he does. Semrau on the fast break. Semrau, the right-hand layup is good. Will Semrau decides not to dunk it this time, but it's a 1-point lead for Verona either way. 44-43, 7:10 remaining. Caleb Ligon, left wing, wheels into the free throw line, gives it off to his twin brother Ezra, who's over on the left wing now. He'll look to try and attack. A hop step goes hard. High off the window is good. Ezra Ligon, his first points of the second half.
He was not going to be denied on that one. Just took it right to the cup.
And now a steal for Braun. Braun going after it, and Braun with the fast break layup. Suddenly it's back up to a 3-point Memorial lead. 6:30 to go.
His first field goal. Now back-to-back field goals here after pretty much a slump here to open the half.
And now another turnover by Verona. Ligon with it on the left side. He'll send up a three.
Oh.
He'll knock down the three.
Timeout,
Ezra Ligon with a defender in his face. Cold-blooded gives Memorial a 6-point lead. 50-44, 6:19 to go in the game. We'll take a 30-second timeout. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania on ESPN Madison.
The team at Midwest Financial Group are values-based financial specialists that offer full-service financial solutions. This local independent firm has been dedicated to helping people achieve their financial, tax, and insurance goals for over 30 years. Visit mfgteam.com to learn more about how they can help set up your future for financial success. Advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network, a registered investment advisor.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
50-44, 6:19 to go in the game. Memorial leads Verona. Dennis, you were going to give me something there.
First half at halftime with the turnovers, it was 8-6. Verona 8 turnovers. Memorial had 10 points off those turnovers, 10-2. In the second half, those back-to-back, 5 points, the 3 and the 2. 15 points, that's a big margin tonight.
Yep.
Getting the transition game off turnovers.
50-44, Memorial leads Verona. Verona, the only team to beat Memorial this year. The Spartans 16-1 on the season. Connor has a shot blocked by Cross, and there's going to be a whistle and a foul on Cross. KJ Cross gets his 4th foul. Jackson Connor at the line, shooting 2. The first one from Connor skips off the rim, no good. KJ Cross now heading back to the bench as he's got 4 fouls. Connor, after missing the first, the second one also no good. Rebound, Crimmings pulls it in. Connor now gets it. Connor can't get the putback. We've got another whistle and a foul underneath. This is going to be on Ezra Ligon, his 4th foul. So Caleb Ligon had the 2 fouls in the first half. He has yet to get called for another one. Ezra had 1 foul in the first half, and now he's picked up 3 here in the second half for 4 fouls. So 2 players with 4 fouls for Memorial, who lead by 6 with 6:04 to go. 50-44 Spartans.
We've been shooting a lot of free throws. We're going to get a lot more, both teams in the bonus here. We're going to be shooting double here in just a few minutes, I'm sure.
Max Crimmings with 4 second-half points at the line after being fouled by Ezra Ligon. The first one's no good. Rebound for the Spartans. Braun with it, jogging across the midline from left to right in his home white uniforms with the green Memorial script across the chest. Braun wheeling over to the right side, has the ball poked away into Crimmings' hands. Gives it up to Connor. Now lobs it up to Andres, who crosses the center line. Andres off to Connor, thought about the 3, gives it off to Jackson, who puts one up. That one's too strong, no good. Long rebound for Memorial. Johnson off to Slack, now gives it back to the freshman Levante Johnson. Johnson going inside. Johnson thought about passing off, instead puts up a shot. That's no good. Rebound taken in by the Wildcats. Quickly up ahead, Jackson, but it's intercepted by Miller. Anthony Miller wheeling away from a double team. Now gets it across the midline, passes off to Levante Johnson in the far corner. Johnson taking it up to the wing, and then he gets pushed. They thought they had the steal for Stremlow. Instead, it is going to be Will Stremlow's 3rd foul. Levante Johnson at the line for a 1-and-1 with 5:03 to go. 50-44. Memorial leads Verona.
He's a 65% shooter coming in.
And the first one rattles home for the freshman.
2 for 3 tonight from the line.
Those are the only 2 points for the freshman so far. Chance to give himself 3 points. That one is short. Rebound ricocheting around, taken in by Stremlow and Verona. He's going to try and go coast to coast with it. Hesitates, picks up his dribble, kicks it out to Connor on the near wing. Now to Crimmings, mid-post on the near side. Spins baseline, left hand is short, rebound to Ligon. Ligon passing off to Johnson for Memorial, who lead 51-44, 4:40 and counting to go in the game. And then a whistle and another foul is called.
That's Stremlow, that's 4.
Just waiting to make sure because Crimmings was also there. It is against Stremlow. Not that I didn't trust you, Dennis, but when it's late in a game like this, want to make sure we're assessing the fouls properly.
Well, he walked away, and you just knew it was a trip there. And it's like, oh,
first one too strong for the freshman Johnson. Stremlow heads to the bench with 4 fouls.
Now, that's right. Memorial, both teams, right?
10 team fouls. We're into the double bonus for Verona. 7 for the Spartans. The second one was good, by the way, from Johnson.
So an 8-point margin here.
4:30 to go, 52-44. Memorial leads Verona. Andres wheeling in on the left paint.
Oh!
The hoop
Off the
and
glass.
the harm off the glass from Eli Andres. Oh my goodness, 8 second half points for Andres, who normally comes off the bench, but because of an injury to Owen Atai, he's starting tonight, and Andres putting on a show in the second half. The free throw, no good though. That foul, by the way, on Andrew Braun, his second. He runs the point now, leading 52-46. Braun kicking out to Sem, sends up a three in the corner. That skips off the iron. Rebound to the Wildcats. Jackson quickly up ahead to Crimmings. He's all alone. Too strong, though, with the wide open layup. Rebound to the Spartans. Steve Collins telling his team to slow things down. We're down to 4 minutes to go. Miller with it between the circles. He gets trapped, splits that double team, gives it off to Slack on the near corner. Slack attacking inside, can't get the runner to go. Rebound to the Wildcats, 3:45 to go. Only taking 15 seconds off the clock when Steve Collins was telling his team to slow down. Jackson falling over. We're going to have a foul, and they're going to say another push on Memorial. I believe this will be on Braun. It is.
His third.
Third foul on Andrew Braun. That sends Taryn Jackson to the free throw line. Taryn Jackson currently with 9 points on the night, looking to get himself into double digits as Verona trails 52-46. That free throw, no good, too strong. Rebound taken in by the Spartans. Miller up ahead, underhand pass to Braun, and Braun with a two-handed layup is good. 5 second half points for Andrew Braun. 54-46. Jackson tries to answer with a three. That one is short. Rebound picked up off the deck by Memorial and Anthony Miller. Miller going to slow things down, but then Jackson picks him up at the midcourt line. Miller, the floater in the paint. Nothing but net for Anthony Miller. And we've got a Madison College timeout by Cottrell Robinson and Verona. And all of a sudden, it is a double-digit lead. 56-46, 3:07 to go. We're going to keep it right here on Tuesday Night Hoops.
Coach Collins wanted to slow it down. He just saw the opening. Nice little floater, about a 5-footer. And that could be that's a dagger right there. A 10-point lead now. Ah, boy, I tell you, if Memorial just hangs on to the basketball and goes to the free throw line, they can ice this.
The problem is Verona is just so good at removing quickly, and they're so athletic that they could all of a sudden defensively, too, with their press, suddenly go on like a 6-0 run on 2 possessions with how good that they are.
Your best ball handlers now are coming out here from Memorial.
56-46, 3:07 to go. Memorial leads Verona. Gruber Law Offices has a reputation for winning. Their experienced, powerful team works tirelessly to help people and families seriously injured in accidents by providing the best care and service. There is never a fee until they win your case. Gruber Law Offices has been serving the people and state of Wisconsin for over 35 years. One call.
That's all.
That's right. 56-46 coming out of this Madison College timeout. Memorial leads Verona, the largest lead of the night for either team. Dennis, I knew that we were going to have a great game when I put this one on the schedule. I didn't know it was going to be this fun of a game.
Well, I didn't argue, did I?
No, you didn't. There's certain games where you don't even try to like fight it when I'm like, we're going to do this game.
No, not just we know. We're on the same page.
Stremlow, right free throw line extended, gives it off to the corner to Andres. He sends that all the way over the top of the rim. Rebound to Verona. Stremlow sends one up at the top of the key, and it's nothing but net for Will Stremlow. That three makes it a 7-point game. Full court press coming from Verona. Braun able to get it into Ligon in the corner. Bounces it back to Braun. He'll jog up ahead as he's picked up by Connor. Braun didn't fully get over the center court line. Verona fans wanting it over and back, but he never went all the way across midcourt, so he could go back. Ligon with it on the deep wing. 2:20 to go. Ezra Ligon dribbling back and forth. Now passes off to Miller, left wing. He's guarded closely by Taryn Jackson. Now to cross, left free throw line extended. Braun on the far corner. He'll dribble it all the way up into this outside corner. And then he has it taken away for a moment. Ball's picked up. Ligon with it. We've got a whistle and a timeout by Steve Collins and Madison Memorial with 2:04 to go in the game. 56-49. Memorial leads Verona.
Well, they're able to run about a minute off the clock there. And a little shaky on a couple of those passes, but Memorial's still clinging to that 7-point lead.
2:04 to go in the game. Memorial has the ball, leading 56-49. They had a 10-point lead, but then Will Stremlow buried the three to get this back down to a single-digit lead for Memorial as the Spartans try to hang on, leading by 7 and get revenge on Verona. Because again, back on December 6th at Verona, that was a game that the Wildcats won, and it was the lone loss for Memorial.
That was a game where Memorial actually had a 12-point lead in the second half. And someone told me before, the referees swallowed their whistles in the second half. They didn't get any foul calls. Well, you got a 12-point lead. You got to protect it.
Ligon with the ball coming out of that Madison College timeout. He had it poked away, so the deflection allows it to go back over. Quickly down to Braun underneath. Braun blocked away by Crimmings. It goes out of bounds off of Verona, so it'll stay with Memorial. But that was a huge block by Max Crimmings.
Yeah, you got so much pressure out here at the top at half court that Braun was wide open underneath, but then Crimmins made him fake it, and then he still got back up to block the shot.
That was an athletic play by Max Crimmings.
Up and down.
Ligon gets it into Braun in the corner. He loses it for a moment, and they're going to say that he stepped out of bounds. So there's the turnover with 1:47 to go, and it's just a 7-point lead.
Now, if you get a three here, now you're making it a 2%.
I was going to say, are you setting up for a three here, Dennis? With 1:45 to go. Stremlow, right wing for Verona. Bounces it to Crimmings on the elbow, gives it back to Stremlow. He tries to go down under the block, has to kick it out to Jackson on the right wing. Now Connor around to Andres, into the near corner for Stremlow. That three, no good. Skips off the iron, rebound to Memorial. Now Miller with it. Miller holding in that far side in front of his own student section, fighting through a double team, and he gets it taken away by Stremlow. Bounces it up to Jackson. Jackson has it blocked away by Ligon. And it's back to Memorial. We're down to 1:08 to go. Miller on the near corner, triple teamed, and a whistle and a foul.
Got to call that one.
And that's going to be on number 3, Jackson Connor, his third foul with 1:03 to go. 56-49, Memorial leading, and the best free throw shooter for the Spartans, Anthony Miller, is at the free throw line to shoot 2. Or excuse me, still 1-1. Looked at the wrong.
Verona, no, it's 10 fouls.
Oh, yeah,
Verona.
it is. The one has 10, one has 9. I just quickly glanced up and got the wrong one there. Anthony Miller gets the first one.
8 for 8 now.
You read my mind, Dennis. With 15 points for Miller.
9.
And the second one is perfect. 9 of 9. 1:03 to go. Memorial leads by 9. Jackson sends up the corner 3. Skips off the rim. Rebound fought for, and they're going to say that this is a foul on Memorial, and Ezra Ligon will foul out of the game. He ends his night with 12 points for the Spartans. So Steve using this moment for a little bit of a timeout with 56.2 seconds to go. And then Cottrell Robinson doing the same, bringing his players over to talk to them. So Ezra Ligon again fouling out with 12 points on the night. Eli Andrus at the free throw line to shoot 2. And that one nearly rimmed out and rolls in for Eli.
Now that is what you call a shooter's touch.
Yep.
How does that stay down?
He's up to 9 second-half points, making 10 second-half points for Verona. 7-point game, 56.2 seconds to go. Memorial gets it into Miller. Miller bounces it up to Ligon. Caleb Ligon brings it across the midline. He gets double teamed, gives it to Miller. 48 seconds to go. Miller draws a foul. That'll be the 4th foul on number 3, Jackson Connor. Sending Anthony Miller, exactly who you want if you're a Memorial fan, at the free throw line.
Right, get the ball in his hands, and then he's got to hang on. He's getting hacked and
and the first miss of the evening for Anthony Miller.
9 of 10 now.
Well, and he makes this one, then he goes, I mean, he's still at his average, or he's upping his average now. And the second one, short, no good. Still a 7-point lead, 44 seconds. Long pass up to Crimmings. Gives it off. Andrus sends up a 3. The hoop and the harm. Oh, my goodness. Eli Andrus wasn't supposed to start tonight until an injury to Owen Atai, and he comes out in the second half with 13 second-half points, draining a 3 and a chance to make this a 3-point game with 38.8 seconds to go. And the free throw is good, and a timeout with 38.8 seconds to go. We'll take a 30-second timeout. This is Tuesday Night Hoops on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires? For a limited time at Zimbrick Honda, you can buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
38.8 seconds left. Eli Andrus just hit a 3 and got fouled, and then got the 4-point play to make it a 3-point game with 38.8 seconds to go. Verona just will not go away, Dennis.
Nope.
38.8 seconds to go. It'll be Caleb Ligon on the baseline. He has the run of the baseline to inbound. He gets it into Anthony Miller. And then he nearly has his jersey ripped off of him by Max Crimmings.
Collins wants an intentional call, and that was.
That was a hit to the head, and it ripped his jersey. The official giving an explanation to Steve Collins. So Steve, he'll be okay with me saying this, Dennis. Steve, a pretty white guy. He looked bright red when they didn't get the intentional foul call that time. Anthony Miller knocks down the first free throw. Makes it a 4-point game. 37.1 seconds to go, 59-55. Memorial leads. Miller, an 81% free throw shooter. The second one is pure. 5-point lead, 36 seconds. Jackson off to Stremlo. Stremlo at the top of the key. Andrus loses control of it. Miller takes it away. Miller with it. Going up ahead. Miller with the right hand will just lay it in. Anthony Miller, 10 second-half points, 7-point lead. Jackson heaves up a deep 3. He knocks it down. Taron Jackson, the deep 3. And again, with 13.9 to go, Dennis, we've got a timeout. But Verona just will not go away.
Won't go away, but that's a 4.2 possession game. So right now, Memorial's just got to hang on the ball, get the ball inbounds, get it in Miller's hands, and go up and make a couple free throws, and you can ice this game.
62-58, 13.9 seconds to go. Memorial leads Verona. The Spartans had twice in this game a 10-point lead. But Verona, again, just no quit in this team. I have a feeling, Dennis, we're going to see these two teams playing each other again in the postseason, probably in a sectional semifinal.
Yeah. Regional final, could be regional final. Remember last year we had
true.
Sudbury East here with Memorial.
And
whoever, this is the big one for Memorial because you split. If Verona wins this, they got a 2-game.
Yep.
And they're going to probably get the higher seed.
Braun bounces it into Ligon, and Ligon is going to get fouled in front of the Verona bench.
Still not a lot of time run off there.
Yep, 11.9 seconds now on the clock. Fourth foul now on Max Crimmings, sending Caleb Ligon to the line. And the reason I say sectional semifinal, Dennis, I have a feeling that it'll be Middleton getting the regional here with Memorial.
Oh.
And the first one no good for Ligon. Caleb Ligon, the second free throw. That one is good. 5 second half points for Caleb Ligon. 7 points on the night, 63-58. Stremlow in NBA range 3, and it's nothing but net for Will Stremlow. Unreal from Will Stremlow. We've got a whistle and a timeout. And Verona saying that they called a timeout after making the basket. There's 1.8 seconds left because the clock was running.
Memorial. They called it Memorial.
Yep. Yeah, they gave Memorial the timeout then because they were struggling to inbound. So 1.8 seconds left now. 63-61. Memorial leads. So really, they've got to get this one in. You figure you're down to a second left if Verona's able to foul right away. And then you hope that they can miss it and you get a full court heave here if you're Verona, right?
Hey, we were at Oregon and we saw a guy make a shot from the opposite free throw line at the end of the half.
It's true. Yep. So anything is possible, like the great Kevin Garnett said.
That's why we play the games, gentlemen. That's why we play the games. Pressure, Collins. So, notice Miller's back there. Caleb's going to inbound the ball.
Yep,
we want to get it to Miller. Back goes
Caleb Ligon, long pass up ahead to Miller, and that is it.
Beautiful
the long
call.
Pass for the game, and Steve Collins clapping his hands, pumped up for his Will Phillips Memorial Spartans. They survive for a 63-61 victory, and the Spartans get revenge on the Wildcats.
You know what they call, but that was nonverbal communication. Watching Miller and Caleb kind of nodded, and then boom, took off, hit him in stride like he was a wide receiver, and that was it. Beautiful play call
again,
to end it.
Caleb Ligon, a baseball player. That looked like a center fielder throwing home on a tag-up play that time.
Said, you got a quarterback or a baseball pitcher and an infielder. Both Caleb and Ezra are infielders.
Yep.
So, beautiful. What a way to finish it.
63-61, the final score. The Vel Phillips Memorial Spartans get revenge on the Verona Wildcats. That moves Memorial then up into first place and what we expect to be still a tie for first, as we had three teams coming into tonight at 10-1 in Big 8 conference play, with Verona, Memorial, and Middleton all at 10-1. Middleton tonight playing down at Janesville Parker. Parker 0-10 on the season in the conference.
Would that be an upset?
We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll get the final stats here this evening, as this is Tuesday Night Hoops on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania.
Looking to take your baseball game to the next level? GRB Academy provides year-round training programs designed around your schedule and your goals. For over 15 years, GRB has been Wisconsin's leader in player development and advancement with a state-of-the-art 52,000 square foot facility of elite baseball training space and coaches who know how to get results. From youth to high school, baseball players trust GRB to help them reach their next level. Training program spots are filling quickly, so don't wait. Register now at grbacademy.com.
From the biggest plays on the court to the comments made in the locker room after. An in-depth recap of every Bucks game. In 6 minutes. No more? No less. Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus audio network. If you missed any of the game or just want to relive the biggest moments, Bucks in 6 provides game recaps every morning after. Hear the high-flying dunks from Giannis or the deep threes from Miles Turner. And catch the comments post-game about what happened on the court. Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus audio network. Find it now on bucks.com/plus or on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hold your friends close and your rivals closer on Jim, Matt, and Molly.
To me, I will define John Horst as a GM, and I'll define my trust in him with what he does in the trade deadline. If he moves Giannis and gets a bunch of picks and young players, and he moves Miles Turner and gets picks and young players, and he moves Bobby Portis and moves anyone else on this roster that anyone wants, move them all.
Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Weekdays 4 to 6 on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Want to join the fastest growing home solar company in the nation and work in the fastest growing industry in the world? Everlight Solar has open positions in the Madison area and in their newly open Milwaukee location. As Wisconsin's largest home solar company, Everlight Solar offers great opportunities to gain new skills and advance your career. Don't miss the chance to join the Everlight Solar team. Visit everlightsolar.com to apply today. Save money, save the planet, and start with Everlight Solar.
Every event tells a story, from the first impression to the final moments. Have someone guide your guests through every chapter the way you want the story told. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With a strong presence, great voices, and an award-winning team, trust us to guide, direct, and inform your guests through all the different chapters of the day. For fun, memorable entertainment for any event, please visit us at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just the priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and Southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
Hey, it's Kelly Sheffield, Wisconsin Badgers volleyball head coach. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison, a good Karma Brands radio station.
63-61, the final score here at Bell Phillips Memorial High School for this one between the Verona Wildcats and the Madison Memorial Spartans. I'm Hunter Vaughn, alongside me, the Dean of Area High School Sports, Dennis Semrau. Dennis, we kept saying it. We expect a great game here tonight, a close game. Both of these teams battled. Verona multiple times trailed by 10 points in this game, and they still battled back to only lose by 2. But this is a great performance for the Spartans as well.
This is a game where you not only had to be physically tough, but mentally tough. Down the stretch, Verona just scrapping. Anthony Miller's getting mugged on a couple of these. But he was still able to secure some key baskets. The big one, though, is when you get that last play, you call a timeout. Do you want to inbound the ball, get fouled, and have to go to the line? No, let's go long. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But perfect pass, Miller dribbles it out, and now they get a split in the season series. The more recent win, of course, is the Memorial win. But we'll see what happens because Memorial's got to play Middleton that last week.
Yep. The last game of the regular season, even though we'll already have seedings decided, which that's a whole nother conversation.
Sorry, right.
But for the Big 8 conference title, at least, could be on the line against Middleton, the final game of the regular season on the 26th. But again, Memorial taking a now 11-1 conference record. Verona falls to 10-2 in the conference. And Dennis, now for Memorial. This season, in games that are decided by 10 points or less, the Spartans are now 5-0.
Mark of a good team. It gets down to crunch time, and you've got to be able to shoot free throws. And tonight, Anthony Miller, who he made his first 9. He ended up 11 out of 13 and needed every one of those free throws that he made.
He absolutely did. And you know what? Speaking of Anthony Miller, how about it's time for us to name our Pizza Hut player of the game?
No one out-pizzas the Hut, and no one outperformed this player tonight. The player of the game is presented by Pizza Hut, the official pizza of Prep Mania. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
And Dennis, I might have given it away there for our fans, but I'll have you officially do the honors. Who is our Pizza Hut player of the game tonight?
Well, it's got to go down to Anthony Miller. He was just tremendous. 10 points in the first half, 10 in the second. He had a key steal late in the game that gave him a 10-point lead. Hit free throws, as I said before, he made 6 out of 8 in the second half. And then he got that last one where being able to catch the long pass and dribble out the clock. But he was just physically getting mugged. And for someone who's not necessarily the starting point guard, they rotate.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you had Kayla back there. They lost Ezra Miller fouled out, so you had your one guy short. Another guy that really came through tonight was KJ Cross. First time I had a chance to see him play.
I'm a big fan of his.
But you see, he's just a junior, and you can see he's got to take care of the basketball a little bit more. But with big guys, you don't bring the ball down. When you bring it down, that's where you get into trouble. He's got to get that ball, rebound, keep it up high, and he's got those forearms.
Mm-hmm.
He can be he's a pretty strong guy. But I really loved how both teams really scrapped. There was not a rebound that wasn't contested, a loose ball, guys on the floor. This was a tournament game. This was a game to go to the state, go to the sectional finals.
Mm-hmm.
And besides being one of the big rivals of the conference, Middleton and Memorial, a little bit Middleton, Verona, but Verona Memorial, we've seen it, from a basketball standpoint the last few years, it's become one of the better rivalries in the area.
It absolutely has. Again, Anthony Miller with his 20 points tonight in the 63-61 victory for the Memorial Spartans, our Pizza Hut player of the game. Pizza Hut's new Big New Yorker is just $10 for a limited time. An extra large pizza with 6 huge foldable slices and bold New York style flavor. Big size, big value, just $10. Order on the Pizza Hut app or at pizzahut.com. Pizza Hut, the official pizza of Prep Mania.
No one out pizzas the Hut.
Exactly.
Yes.
Dennis, you and I are going to
Where's my pizza? I want pizza.
I mean, we're not that far from the Mineral Point location, so
we
can go get you a pizza maybe. Dennis, we're going to do this all over again, but just on the girls' side and over at Verona High School on Friday night, as we'll have a Game of the Week special with 2 of the best teams on the girls' side in Memorial and Verona coming up on Friday night.
Oh, expect to see another great game. Avery Blue, just an outstanding three-point shooter for Memorial. And for Verona, Macy Stremlo had 49, set not only the girls' record but the boys' record.
The school record.
Last year, Murphy had 47 for the boys. She had 49, and she had a triple-double that night. So we got two premier players going to be going head-to-head in that game that are first-team all-conference players right now. I can say that it's a slam dunk for those two. So
those two, along with React, got
they're
60% of your first-team All-Big 8 for the girls' side.
So what's going to come down to is another one. You're looking at the boys were all tied at 10-1, while the girls were 10-2. I mean, they're all battling for the seeding for the conference championship. Some people might say conference championships don't mean as much anymore. I go, that's the first one. You want that bragging rights in your league. And then you go on now to the tournament, and you want at the Cole Center or the Rush Center.
I also want to remind people that maybe say that about basketball. It's rare that you see a team that finishes second or third in their conference make it to either the Resch Center or the Cole Center. It's crazy how that works. It's like if you win your conference, you're a good team or something, but, what do I know?
You should be, but then every once in a while you get that fifth-place team that gets hot at the end of the year. Those are the Cinderella stories, as we like to say.
This has been Tuesday Night Hoops on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania. And Zimbrick Honda has been a part of the Madison community since 1973. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations, one on Fish Hatchery Road and the other on Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires at Zimbrick Honda? Buy 3 tires and get the 4th for how much?
$1.
That's right, just $1. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda. Thank you to our audio producer back at the Everlight Solar Studios in downtown Madison, Owen Dimful. Thank you to our video producer, Riley Yauk, for making us look good. For the Dean of Area High School Sports, Dennis Semrau, I'm Hunter Vaughn. We'll see you on Friday night, as it'll be the girls' basketball action between Memorial and Verona. This has been Tuesday Night Hoops on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania on ESPN.